nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, Miss Bennett, talk to me about where Miss Ashley's going to be living, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, Your Honor. I submitted as evidence a letter from her job. She got her, of course, this is just as fast as she could, right? Because
Right.
we just had court. So she has a job and got verification at Texas Home Health. I submitted a letter to everyone. She makes $10.60 an hour. She currently has clients that will enable her to work 27.5 hours per week. That comes up, they said, to about 583 gross bi-weekly. She's trying to add more clients and or find a better job with more hours, whichever she needs to do. Again, this was just as fast as she could to get back here and get a place. And, knowing that she had just moved to Odessa and then turned around and just moved back. So she's just trying to comply as quickly as she can with the court's orders. I sent, I believe, 7 pictures of the home that she's in. CASA and possibly CPS can probably give you more information about their opinions about that. I believe they've been out there. I know for sure Mr. Lee has.
How many bedrooms, how many baths, give me somebody give me some information.
Okay, can I let Mr. Lee tell you that? Your
Yes.
Honor? Okay.
It has 2 bedrooms, Your Honor. And I know she had the beds put up. I got the mattresses, and she got the carpet put in. I think it was yesterday or day before. And then she sent me some pictures of where she got the grass cut. And I know the kids want to go home, but she needs to be careful of the company that she keeps, because I don't usually go on the weekends, but I'm very invested in these kids, and I will be out there on the weekends. Yes, they're her friends. I got it. But they have their kids, and if she lose her kids, I'm just be honest, her friends are not going to care. So she needs to be invested in the kids, and she might need to find a new set of friends.
Well, working is a good place to find friends too. Mr. Lee, is it a trailer? Is it a house? How did Mom find it? What do you know about that?
It's a house. It's not a big house, but it is a house. It's off the road. It's pretty easy to find if you got GPS, and it's like it's on like just like a dirt road, gravel road, and I know it's neighbors out there, but I didn't see anyone out there, and I just need to know what her plan is if she get the kids back, about the babysitting and all of that. I know she works during the day, but while the kids are out of school, I just need to know who's gonna watch the children.
What town is the house in?
It's in Coppers Cove.
Okay. But the house is okay with you, right?
Yeah, the house, it's okay. She still need to do a little bit of stuff, but she got as much as she could get done with the time that she had, and she sent me pictures, but I'm gonna probably try to go out there today and take another look to see how the house actually looks in person. But from the pictures, it looks okay.
And when you say you're going to be going out there on the weekends, they're going to be surprise visits, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
No one will know.
Okay. CPS, what do you think about all this?
She just said CPS. Your Honor, Hector's been out to the home. He's taken a lot of pictures. Yes, Mom does have beds. The grass needed to be cut, but I'm not so worried about anything like that. The Jules went out there and put the carpet in for her to help. The concerns that we have at this point, I mean, not with the house, we know she did do a lot in the couple of days, since she's been back down here with the help of Jules and CASA to get everything situated with that and the goal losses. I do know that when, my staff went out there, when the Golos's family went out there, when the Jules went out there, her sister's been at the home every time with another man. Her sister was one that was at the previous house that has past history that we have said needed to stay away. I understand the kids aren't there now, but we just want to make sure that if the kids do go home moving forward, that her sister and any other inappropriate person that we have previously told her should not be at the house, like her mother, is not going to be there around the children. And obviously we share the same concern with CASA about the company that she keeps. So we would just remind her to be mindful of that. I do believe that we are in agreement with Dory as far as no lease has been signed yet for the place. No rent has been paid yet. So we would like to see a copy of the lease and the first month's rent paid. As well as obviously when she does start working, when she gets her first paycheck and such, that she provides that verification.
Would you want a copy of the lease and and proof of the first month's bills first month's rent before the kids can move back?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
I just don't want to get into the situation that she's unable to pay and we put these kids back in there and this landlord, you know, did her a solid and then decides that she needs to go and we're back scrambling again. That's not fair to the children. I want to make sure that there's some stability there.
Okay. Okay.
I believe
What did you want to say?
I'm not sure, but I believe the landlord maybe is on vacation or something, and so they haven't been able to get a lease signed and all that stuff done yet. And I mean, again, this was done so fast, and this was like a friend or someone through like the Jules and people that everyone does approve of is where this came from, not from someone that everyone doesn't approve of. Helped her find this house and work it out.
Okay. Miss Ashley, yeah, tell me how you found the house, etc.
So after court, I had reached out, or well, I was talking to my daughter, Isabelle. She was asking me about what happened at court, and I let her know that we were going to have to move back to Cove. And Casey was in the background because she was down at the Jules, Casey Jewel. She was at their house still for her visit. And Casey Jewel had let me know that their family friend through their church, Barry, his name's Barry Lightfoot, which is ironic because the road is on Lightfoot Lane. He had this house. They had already told me previously about this house being that he would rent it to me, that there was a 20-year tenant that passed away, that he would go ahead and rent it to me. I contacted Barry and worked it out.
Okay. Is it gas or electric?
It's electric.
What about, you'll have to pay cable, internet if you do any of that kind of stuff, right? Yeah.
Right. We don't do cable and internet. We use our hotspots on our phones for anything like that.
Okay. Are there other houses around there?
There's a house across the street. And then there's two houses on the left side of the house. If you're looking at it, it's the right side. If you're walking outside, it's the left side. There's two houses. I know that the landlord's brother has the house on the corner at the beginning of the street, which is two houses down. So if I needed anything as far as like the grass mowed and he was out of town, I could go to his brother. He let me know that yesterday. I don't know anybody that lives on this street. It's a very quiet street. It's right down the road from Jim Kicks. I don't know if you're familiar with Cove, but that's like a walking distance from here. So it's a tumbling ninja, I don't know, thing for the kids.
And who lives in the other house?
I'm not sure. I haven't met the neighbors. I haven't walked over there and knocked on doors or anything.
Okay, so the landlord is a friend of the Jules from church? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Mr. Lee, everything Miss Hutton's telling me correct? To the best of your knowledge?
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, I know I've seen the homes, but I haven't. When I went out there, I didn't see any of the neighbors outside of anything. And
Okay,
as far as I know, the Jules know the landlord.
okay. Okay. Kids, Ashley, kids will be going to the same school they were in when they were, I mean, like, when they were in Cove?
Yes, ma'am. I
Okay.
mean, with the exception of Russell, I mean, he's just now starting pre-K. So,
Right.
I mean, his is going to be new. And if they change the district for Luna, as far as which zone she is for the elementary school, that would change. But other than that, yes, they'll be still going to Cove District.
Does the school bus come to y'all, near y'all's house?
I haven't checked into that, but I know because it's 2 miles outside of where the school is. Yes, the school bus would come this way.
What are your plans for childcare?
So I still have the kids enrolled in Lampasas Boys and Girls Club. I can go and get them enrolled in the Boys and Girls Club here in Cove. And then, I mean, Russell will have to have daycare set up for after school or after school care. But I haven't been able to get a hold of any of the daycares because they do require information I don't have yet.
Okay.
I just looked it up. School in Coppers Cove starts August 14th. So it's like a week later than Lampasas.
Still crazy.
I
Still-
know. And also Ashley's also planning to add the kids to her food stamps once, we have a court order that says that. So that'll help some too with finances and
Okay.
food and everything so that the majority of her income can pay rent.
Okay, how far, and it's $700, did y'all tell me that?
Yes, 700 a month, which includes the water, like water, sewer, garbage.
Miss Ashley, how far is this house from the Brownings' house?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a couple miles. I don't know if they've moved. I don't have contact with them, so I'm not exactly sure how far.
Okay. Now,
Yana, I think it's probably about a mile or a little bit more. It ain't close, but it's probably about a mile and a half, if that.
oh, I had a good question and I forgot it. Total brain lapse. Hold on. Well, I'll figure it out later. Okay. Let's see. Miss Gustafson, do you have anything?
I haven't directly talked to my client, but on his behalf, I do have some reservations just because there were so many things that went wrong with the other residents that we did not know about until it was that when we did find out, that were shocking and extremely dangerous circumstances. So it really gives me pause to rush right back into another situation without having a complete hearing on it to ask a bunch of questions. So that's just my position. I have a lot of reservation.
Okay, well, this is the biggest hearing we're gonna have about this, so, we're not gonna have any more. So,
Well, and this is really more.
Well, as I said, my client hasn't given me direction. I just would hope that that Ms. Hutton has severed all ties with her prior landlord and prior friends. Because if those kids are removed again, I don't see them ever going back.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sturmer. He gone? There you are.
I'm sorry, did you ask something, Judge?
Yeah, do you have anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Lee, anything you want me to put in the order?
Just that she's not to have any unauthorized people at the home and not to be rude, but if I come out there or find out that it's unauthorized people around those children, CASA will recommend termination and the kids will be adopted because I put my neck on the line too much and I'm here and very invested in these children, Your Honor.
Your
Okay.
Honor, can we add a restriction that there be no unrelated person at the home after 7 or 8 o'clock at night and before 7 a.m. in the morning?
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing that down.
I did have a couple of things I wanted to address. I'm sorry, whenever you have it, or whenever you're ready to hear from me.
Okay, hold on, I'm still writing this, what Ms. Gustafson said.
Her mom, before we actually start the monitor return, if we get all the other steps completed, could we just get a drug test on her just to make sure everything is clean before we actually start the monitor?
You want a UA?
Prefer a hair nail.
Okay. Once the monitor return begins, Ms. Bennett is to cancel the September jury trial and obtain another date within the 6-month time frame. No contact of any kind with anyone in Browning family. CPS is to notify court when the monitor return begins, so I can set the new scheduling order. Mom is to have weekend visits with the children before monitor return begins, as agreed by CPS and Mid-Latins. Question I have, is this job the job that Kevin talked about in court that he found, or I know it's an old job, but is it a job that Kevin helped with?
No, Your Honor. She did get that job, but then there was some issue with her having worked at a different, was it 7-Eleven prior, and the way that it ended, it was some kind of bar for her being employed there or something.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
then she immediately called her prior
her
job.
old job back. Okay, good. Do Miss Bennett, what did that clarify? Anything you needed?
Yes, I just want to make it very clear. No adults at the home. That doesn't mean, so it's obvious no adults can ever be at the home around the kids, but no adults can come to the home when the kids are not there.
Okay, that's true.
No, I'm just making it, I know Ashley's going to
Yeah.
ask me, so I just
Yeah.
want, whatever it is she allowed to have any adults at the house when the kids are not there, or is she not allowed to?
I'm gonna say no adult at home or around kids that wasn't vetted. That doesn't mean whether the kids are there or not, because I mean, I can have all my, I mean, I'm just being hypothetical. I could have all my sex offenders over there as long as the kids aren't there and everything's cool. But that, no, I mean, it's the company you keep. And, you know, if you're having your sex offenders, your drug dealers, your, you know, pedophiles, whatever over there during the day, when the kids are at school, you're still running around with the same people.
And then, yeah, I just, again, I know Ms. Hutton's going to ask me and I want to give her accurate information. So I just want to clarify.
No, that's a good question.
And then I guess the next question is, who has to vet them or sign off on them? Do you need every single person or one person?
Somebody at CPS got to vet everybody.
Okay, so you want them approved by CPS. Is there a time frame that CPS will have to get back with an answer, or is it allowed to be, sometimes, you know, it can take a month or more. Is there a way that it can be
Oh, yeah.
not an insanely long time frame?
Yeah. let's say 3 days.
Like 3 business days?
Yeah. I think that's reasonable.
And then you didn't say, but I'm assuming your order from the last hearing about no contact with the jail and all of that stuff is still applying.
I said no contact of any time with anyone in the Browning family.
Okay. Okay.
Doesn't that pretty much cover that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then what about the kids can't leave? Was it Coryell County without prior approval?
Coryell or I think I said surrounding, contiguous, whatever word.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. And who is it that has to give approval for that? Is it everybody, all ad litems? one person?
CPS. CPS.
And then is she allowed to start the weekend visits this weekend? Because today is Friday.
I'm okay with that. I mean, as long as it doesn't interfere with any of the caregiver plans.
Okay. Okay. And then
I mean,
also,
they have a school Schlitterbahn or before beginning a school trip plan, no, but if they're just hanging out, that's fine.
okay. And then is there any way that they could go ahead and enroll the kids in daycare now so that it'd be done on the 5th? Because otherwise I'm worried about the slots all being taken up because school's about to start and daycares are about to be full when school starts and moving.
I'll just put children enrolled in school immediately. Okay, I added that.
School or daycare? I was just talking about daycare.
Cool. Okay, I'll put both.
Okay. Perfect. I think that was all the questions that I had.
Okay. Anybody need anything else? No?
Yes,
What?
that obviously if they get enrolled, it won't start immediately being the county paying. So I just needed clarification on that because I don't have an issue, because I'm sure the Golas, already have plans. I don't know. So just want to make sure Ashley, if there's a fee and Ashley has to pay it, obviously she'd get reimbursed. Or no?
We don't do the reimbursement thing. We have to start it, and we can pay for it, and we've already explained, like, that's not an issue. We had already planned on doing that, but we have to have the information of where she planned on sending them before we could even get it started. And obviously, we just want to make sure that we're paying for the correct daycare for the correct place the kids are going and not make it more difficult on the caregivers. We were waiting for them to be placed there, and yes, we were gonna take care of daycare.
Okay. And Judge, can you just put, I know your order stands, but the landlord may have some things that he requested, just follow the lease and rules of the landlord of the home, And I have no doubt Ashley's gonna do that, but just to cover.
Follow all lease landlord rules.
Thank you. That's all I have, Judge. Are you
Okay,
good, Chuck?
he's good. Okay, Ms. Hutton, you understand everything?
Just,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, I had a question.
Okay.
Now my other daughter Whisper lives in Liberty Hill. Is there any way to put somewhere in there that we can still be able to go see Whisper on the weekend or something if we need to, because that family has her right now and my kids miss their sister.
I think that's a contiguous county. Doesn't that county touch Coryell County? Williamson or
I'm not sure.
let me look at a map. Somebody pull up a map.
I just know it's Liberty Hill is where they live, so I'm just trying to
Coryell
make sure.
is not contiguous to Williamson. Contiguous to Bell, but not Williamson.
Anybody have any issues with that?
I don't, as long as she coordinate with where the child is placed and let at least CASA and the department know when she's going, Your Honor.
We have a bunch of text message groups. She can let them know by text if she's going to go visit. That's
Yeah, that's fine.
easy.
Yeah, and I'm assuming she'll coordinate it with where the child is.
Yes.
Mom, mom. Make advance notice plans with CPS to coordinate plans to visit Whisper. How's that?
Or
That's,
just can we just say it's general if she wants to go out of it, that she'll notify? I mean, I just don't know, because we don't really have jurisdiction over Whisper right now, that just if mom wants to go out of the counties, then she lets us know, and then we say, or I guess it was CPS vetting. Is that okay?
yeah,
Because what if she wants to go to Austin and go to the aquarium or whatever? You know, just let us know and get a response. Is that okay?
mom to provide advance notice to CPS to coordinate plans to visit Whisper. And then the other one I have is kids not to leave Coriel or surrounding counties without CPS prior approval. So that kind of goes hand in hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, anybody have anything else?
Hello. I haven't been able to leave here
Okay,
to go see my, and.
anybody need
your
anything
mom's
else?
been on
No. Can I be excused? Thank you. Okay.
Casa is good, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just
Okay, those are the rules.
hope Mr.
I'll send a copy of this docket sheet to Mr. Sturmer.
Okay. What?
Okay, well, Ms. Hutton, you understand, right? Okay, well, good luck, and I'll see you at our next hearing. I don't know when it's set for, but probably have another one before our monitor return. I mean, you know, once the monitor return begins. So good luck. Okay, thanks, everybody. Bye.